Hello, welcome back. Thinking about this topic gets me very worried. But so I was watching another documentary about cults and their victims, and I was thinking again, when we teach kids and people in general about what to watch out for so we can protect them from being victimized into a harmful religious cult or something like it, what can we tell them? Because if we tell them, watch out for people trying to get you to join some community where you have to devote yourself and sacrifice yourself to certain characters, whether it's a god or gods or a prophet or messiah, and also to watch out for if they ask for your money, whether they want your money now or gradually over time, and things like that. We're not allowed to do that because that's also what religions are, what religions do. And religions are super protected culturally and legally, so we're not allowed to do that. And there have been millions of victims to religious cults all over the world, and of course, so many victims suffering at this moment in time. And so this isn't like a level of suffering we can just brush off as not that big a deal, right? Those cults ruin lives physically, emotionally, mentally. I won't go deep into that part. And there are already too many documentaries on the streaming platforms, so people can watch through them how horrendous such cults are. So again, just like someone in one religion thinks a different religion doesn't make sense and thinks that other religion is basically based in magic and vice versa, so then if your magic gets to be, then their magic gets to be, right? Since that's logical consistency, meaning otherwise there would be double standards, meaning otherwise it wouldn't be fair. So if your religion gets to be, their religion gets to be, and so a cult saying they're a religion gets to be. Like, there are many cults saying they're just a regular mainstream Christian church, and they do or say very similar things. So it's super confusing. And as a lot of people have famously said already, religion is basically a big cult normalized over time. So if the big guys get to exist, then the small guys get to exist too. Some people may think there are clear differences between big name religions and religious cults, but that's maybe because they're recalling the cults that are much more famous, because those cults did crazy things and got caught. But many cults are very sophisticated and can be quiet. Like, they're not always obviously overtly physically or financially abusing their followers, but strategically making them do things over the long term, grooming followers to do those things out of their own free will, and like subtly ask for a percentage of their income over time. And of course, no one in a cult thinks they're in a cult. And again, it's very confusing, especially considering many religious cult leaders use a big name religion to base their cult off of. So followers think they're just like Christian and going to a regular Christian church, but that's not true. Yeah. Oh, or many people think it's simple, like you know it's a cult if they want your money. But I mean, in religions and in shamanisms and in whatever it may be, they often very softly pressure followers for like a percentage of their income over time. And whether it's over the long term or asking for money overtly now, it's still the same money lost, isn't it? Or over the long term may be worse, actually. But of course, a lot of churches ask for the money to just really fund their church facilities and things, like they're not intentionally plotting to steal your money or get secretly rich. But surprisingly many do though, so please be careful. But my point is that the simple idea, it's a cult if they want your money, is not true because religions want your money too. Religion is like a placebo pill. It does make us feel better in illusion, but of course it doesn't solve the actual underlying root problems for why we took the pill. Whereas there's actually the better alternative based in our shared reality and can make us feel better in reality, which is called humanism. So we don't need the placebo pill of religion. Humanism provides what religions provide, like purpose, community, guidance, and more things, and serves the religious people right, serves them better. And importantly, the issue is that this religion placebo pill opens doors to so many scammers, like in cults, creating victims. So if we didn't have the acceptance of the concept of religion, we could more easily inform people before they become victims, saying like, don't you dare join any group asserting things not based in reality and science, such as saying their leader parted the seas and like became the chosen one, and their god got implanted into a random woman, and whichever other magic. But we're not allowed to say this right now because that's what religions are. So we can't even really try to inform people how to be watchful of such cults. So when religious people and some non-religious people who are very accepting of religions, when they say religion makes them feel good, having religion doesn't hurt other people, well, firstly, I talked about how humanism can make people feel good instead of religion. And of course, I used to think all that too, but as we just discussed, that's how religion does truly unintentionally kind of pretty much very slightly a lot hurts other people unintentionally, because it opens doors for so many scammers. And so because of logical consistency that if religions get to be, then cults will get to be. And also because we can't inform people before they become victims to cults, since keeping the concept of religion automatically means we need to keep the concept of cult. And it hurts other people in various other ways too. Like, a lot of kids can't go to school because their parents don't want them learning things outside of their religious denomination's beliefs or outside of the parents' own subjective religious ideas. And not to mention, it hurts other people from the religious wars and terrorisms and so many things. But I'll only focus on cults for this discussion. I feel very nauseated thinking about cults. But of course, I may be totally incorrect about all this, so please just tell me why so I can understand and correct it too. And yeah, so if you'd like, you can partake in the discussion and share your thoughts about the points I've mentioned today. And I'll see you in the next video.